Welcome back, everyone. Today we're gonna take on more Battle Tower. I wasn't really sure what to record today, but I was like, you know what, I still have a bit of way to go on the Battle Tower, so we'll just go ahead and knock some of this out. Okay, so I think we can just basically, I think I already know who I'm basically picking here. You, Vivian, Cole, her as the backup. And then I have one more slot. Lucy. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now we'll just do these top three dudes. What? Okay, cool. So the Ice Ether. Let's see. We want to bring her and her. I do want to try Vivian. I do want to give her a shot. So let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. And then, yes, we'll do this one. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I do want to try Vivian. You know, she is the newer character on the team. And she's been fun. She's been really fun to play in the Hollow Zero mode thingy. So let's see how she performs here. You know, we're not bringing in Nicole here, which kind of sucks a little, but go ahead and pop this. But I don't think these like initial parts will be too difficult. You know, obviously because they're a lot weaker than the other parts. And yeah, see, okay, that one was like really short. So we'll bring her in for the next one too. Yeah, that one was like jokingly easy. Actually, I think that was like less enemies than usual, I want to say. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm here. I guess we'll still bring her. I think this is gonna be another easy floor. I want to bring her in like on a boss floor, maybe. I think like that'd be nice. Let's see. The only like concern I have with Vivian is how like much time you need her like on field. And then like I'm afraid she's gonna get hit somewhere in there and kind of like cause like the run to end basically. But I think we'll be fine on this one. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, like she has a lot of time on field. Because you have to do like her like basic attack string to like get her to like go into like that flying mode to like nuke them basically. Which can be pretty devastating, as I've sadly got to experience. We'll bring the other Bengu actually. You know, I've got an unfortunate experience of having my dudes being up on the field too long, and then they just kind of get destroyed. And I've actually now adapted the dodging mechanic as kind of like my main thing. Parrying is fine, but I feel like it's a lot more difficult than just like hitting a dodge on an enemy. So we're not gonna get to hear those nice parry sounds, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to stick to the slow-mo dodges. And then see, like, kind of this is what throws off the Vivian gaming, because, you know, she's on field for a long time. But I think this floor is basically done. Oh, that's a big hit. Yeah, I don't want to use my full stacks there. Actually, I'm a little concerned. Come on. Yeah, let's not stay on Miss Miyabi. I'm afraid she's gonna like take a hit and this dude's gonna freaking lose at the end. Come on, buddy. Dude, like this guy does not want to go down. He's a warrior. There you go. I like that ending screen too. That looks pretty sick. But yeah, like I'm adapting the dodging mechanic instead of the parry. I feel like dodging's a lot easier and a lot more forgiving than the parry. If you miss one parry, that's kind of it for you, and you know it's GG's at that point. And the oh no, this guy's gonna be dangerous. With the dodge mechanic, having that slow-mo to like reposition and stuff, it's like massive, you know. And actually, this is gonna be a little bit scary, you know. These guys are my least favorite type of enemies to fight, and now they're gonna be that much harder now that I don't have like the window to like parry them, you know, or like even to like to dodge, you know, because you know I can't see their attacks. I do want to get a swap here into Astra to pop the ulti, get a heal going. But yeah, right, like these guys a lot more trickier now because now I don't know when to properly dodge. And I don't know when to properly parry, right? So we need to just fully lock in on these dudes. Luckily, this guy seems to be immobilized by my awesomeness. And we'll get a big hit here. Ooh. Go into Miss Vivian here, and then here's the other dude. See, that's scary. Oh, that's a huge parry. See, like, Vivian's taking damage here, and I don't, like, even remember her being in, like, a position where she was, like, in danger. Oh, hopefully Asha's not dead there. Okay, see, like, okay, I just gotta beat these guys. Hopefully it doesn't take me too many attempts. Vivian here, pop her ultimate. Oh, nice. Okay, once I get rid of them, rid of one of them, I think we'll be fine. Pop her ulti. Okay. This is fine. This is looking good. Yes, he's weak. Okay, huge. Okay, I didn't have to use my Miyabi things. Okay, that one was a little scary. All the three lasses here clutched up though. Pretty excellent clutch. But again, right, like those enemies specifically get very scary. Next floor 65. I actually think this is the last one I'm gonna do, right? Oh wait, floor 65. Yeah. Actually, wow, this is gonna be a really short video. Okay, we'll do this, and then let's go ahead and bring. We can't keep Vivian going here. Who is this? The okay, that's the dude that transforms. So this is a little scary because we're all weak. We'll try this. I might have just dug myself into like a really deep hole with this. But I believe. Okay, we have the heal to start off, which is fine. You know, we'll start with the heal. This guy shouldn't be too tricky though. At least I don't think. But again, like anytime I've said that, it ends up being the worst thing ever. It just happened. It just happened. Jeez Louise, I gotta stop saying that. Okay. So, this might be bad because I wanted to do this video with Vivian on the team, you know, since she's the newer one. And I wanted to make sure, you know, we all got to enjoy the Vivian gaming. However, I need to play this, like, perfectly. There's a good parry right there. And I said I wasn't going to parry, but that one was just too predictable. And we lost Vivian. Okay. That might warrant a restart, maybe? Let's see. If we can lock in without Vivian, that's huge. Honestly, I think once I do, like, the highest floor, I might do, like, a tier list of, like, the units for this mode. I feel like that'd be super sick, you know, could give everyone else, like, some good advice on what to use. And it'd be kind of like... Damn it. It would not be, like, necessarily, like, on the unit strength, because, you know, there's already tons of tier lists for that. But maybe, like, their overall, like, I guess, like, I guess utility, I guess would be, like, a better word to say. Like, how good they are, like, against AoEs, like, how good they are in, like, certain circumstances. Their type of survivability, right? Because units like Lighter and now I'm seeing, like, Vivian struggle a bit because they have to be on field for so long to, like, get their strings of attacks off. Characters like Astra and Caesar, like, just shine because, you know, they give you that extra survivability. Get away from that, it's kind of scary. That's a new attack. I don't think I've ever seen that attack. Okay, so we're kind of in a pickle here. This is scary because one of these attacks can just end the run. But yeah, right, like survivability, utility. Maybe not so much about like, oh, what the heck? Maybe not so much about like meta and stuff. I might cut some of this out if I end up dying too much. But right. Not meta wise, you know, because if it was meta wise, you know, Astra Yao and all them would be at the top. But again, like utility, survivability, ease of use. I guess I could do like some free to play aspect too, right? Like how easy are these characters to obtain and actually like Like, you know, if it's even possible to use these characters, you know, because you got to pay for some of them. Get parry. Huge. We'll pop this. And yeah, I think eventually I will want to take on one of those tier lists, just for my own personal experience, right? Because there'd be some units I'd like rank super high, right? Like I would definitely say, whoops. I would definitely say like characters like even Nicole, right? I would rate super high on here. Her ability to group everything and defense shred is just like cannot be understated. Also, this guy has like those little things hovering around him, and it's kind of making this a pain in the butt. Okay. Although I will say I am having a lot of difficulty right now, especially with how low these units are. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be troubling. I know I should have brought Caesar, but my own greed has cost me the run. I was like, you know what? I want to bring in Vivian, like I just said. So I'm gonna have to super lock in here, which I do think is possible, right? I've been in situations like this before. You know, it gets tough. Huge barrier there. But it's not like it's impossible, right? Nothing in this world is impossible if you set your mind to it. And I just need to get like a good rotation where I generate a lot of energy and we win. Huge parry. We still have 2 parry points. I think I do wanna, I guess, save. I don't want this to get too dangerous. Perfect. Boom. And it also sucks that my Astra has no energy here because we can't get any quick assists off. Perfect. I am gonna assume though, let's get away because he's gonna do his spin attack, yeah. Right, I'm gonna assume he is gonna have a second phase here. Dang. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I am. This is gonna be troubling. This is post editing me, and I actually noticed that my recording wasn't recording until like halfway through like one of the attempts, and then you can actually see me here like checking to see if I am recording. So this part I kind of like missed out. You know, it sucks. It's unfortunate. But I did end up beating him, so enjoy the rest of this little clip. Woo! That was the most intense fight I've ever done. Oh my lord. I had to super lock in right there. Ooh, luckily I made it with everyone out, so it, it works out, I suppose. Okay, awesome. Okay, that was up to the floor I wanted to do. So I'll go ahead and leave this for now. Go ahead and hit pause. Okay, that was sweet. That was hard. That was very, very, very difficult. It took a couple of attempts. But we got it done. That guy was tricky. Just again, like I think a tier list would like very would be very welcome, right? Vivian is difficult to use just because of her on-field time, right? So Vivian, Lighter, who else is like a character that has to be on field a lot of time? Sanby even. I feel these characters are good. If you can master the parrying and dodging with these characters, I feel like you can have a lot of success. Um, I'm not I'm not a master at parrying or dodging. So I don't have as much success. But they are difficult to play. I think they're very high skill ceiling characters, especially because you only get these 6 like assist points, right? So I feel like if you're like a pro, obviously not me, and you're able to like manage your skill points or like your assist points really well, and you're able to like cycle between dodging and knowing when to parry, I feel like you can be like really good at the battle tower. You'll just dominate it. You can also pay a lot of money to have M6s. But that's obviously not me. So, I have to go through it the hard way. But again, like, I think I am eventually gonna do a tier list. That'd be super cool. I know definitely like a few characters I'd put in S tier right off the bat. But we'll get there when we get there. So, another successful battle tower. That last dude was super tricky, but nothing we can't handle. But thank you everyone for watching. Awesome video again today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Trolls don't get blocked.